Okay, so how are you today, William?
Good.
Okay, so how was your holiday? Is it already good too?
On holiday, yeah, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, do you already have a plan for something?
No, I'm staying home.
Oh, okay then. Okay, so actually, it's good to see you again for today. And yeah, is that your mom behind
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Okay, okay. So, okay. Actually, for today, William, we will try to continue our lessons, okay? And before we gonna continue our lessons, do you still remember about what we already learned before this?
Like dictionary and list.
Yes, good. So, if you remember that, that's really nice. So, we already learned about list and dictionary, okay? And I hope that you still remember about how is that gonna work, okay, with the list and with the dictionaries, all right? So, for today, after we already learned about lists and dictionaries, we will try to learn about how we can actually combine those things together, okay? Because we're gonna learn about nested data structure for today, okay? And I think you still remember about how nested data structure. If you remember that in the first year of Python, we already learned about that with functions. Do you remember those when you try to combine two functions into one line?
Yeah.
Like yeah, like integer and input, for example. Do you remember that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, you know, if you already remember that, I think that's not gonna be hard for you to understand this because even though it's kind of different, maybe you're still gonna hit the point about what we're gonna learn for today. Okay.
Okay.
So without further ado, let's try to actually learn about this. And I will try to share screen first about what we're gonna learn for today. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So hold on a second. Okay, William, do you already see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So if you can take a look in here, welcome to Module 1, Lesson 4, okay? And let's see about what is nested data structure. Okay, so maybe before we will try to learn about the new things, maybe I will give you time to do some review. So if you can take a look from the screen, do you still remember about these data types? Integer, float, Boolean, list, and dictionary?
Yeah.
Okay, is there any question first about this?
No.
Okay, good. So let's continue. How about this? The immutable and mutable types of data. Do
Yeah.
you remember?
That's yeah, I remember those.
Okay, so I want to ask you then, what is the differences between immutable and mutable?
Like immutables basically has like it's fixed or mutable, you're able to like modify whatever
Yeah,
is
you can.
stored, whatever information is stored.
Okay, good. So basically, in mutable, you can modify or editing your data, okay? And that actually can be used for lists and dictionaries. But I want to ask you, when we're talking about dictionaries, for example, okay? When we're talking about dictionaries, um, you already remember that there is a key and value pair, right? In
Uh-huh.
dictionaries.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what kind of key and values data types that you can actually include? Is key actually just using immutable only or mutable only or values immutable or mutable only? Can you tell me what data for the keys and what data for the values?
What? I don't get it.
So let's say that you want to make a dictionary, okay? And
Mhm.
when you want to make a dictionary, you have to make key and value pairs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you already know about immutable and mutable data types, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that when you try to make key and value pair, is it actually can be used with immutable and mutable at the same time? Or it's just immutable or it's just mutable?
Oh,
So for the keys, can you using the mutable that right for the key?
keys. Keys are fixed, right?
Using that? Are you sure?
No, but like for one specific key, you can't change it. But you can add multiple keys, right?
So is it actually using immutable or mutable for keys?
I guess that counts as mutable, right?
Yes, good. So for the keys, it actually has to, okay? It has to using immutable that type. So you cannot use immutable for the keys, okay? And how about the values?
Values are values.
Is it the same with the keys or no?
It's the same.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, and the right answer is no. So for the values, actually you can use the mutable data type. So you can actually modify the values. So if you see from the dictionaries, the key and value, the key is actually immutable. It's only just using integers, okay? Some basic names. You cannot change about that. But with the values, you can actually change and modify with anything that you want. So for the values, you can use mutable data type. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, so do you still remember some of those functions with dictionary?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. How about this function? Is there any question?
Wait. Okay. No.
Everything still fine?
Yeah.
Okay, good then. So let's continue. Okay, so let's welcome to nested data structures. Okay, so this is actually how you can see the example, okay, of nested data structure. So if you can take a look in here, I want to ask you, if you see this, what data type is this?
Uh, that's a list.
Okay, and how about this?
That's a dictionary.
Okay, good. So if you can take a look in here, I have two kind of data type, right? There is a list and there is a dictionary. Okay. And I already told you that when we talking about the values inside dictionary or it's actually the list, you can modify, right? You can using immutable data type. So you can modify, you can edit the information about it, right? So if you take a look closely on the example on here, you can see that this is the list, but if you see closely in here, this is actually the list also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Inside the list, what is it?
A dictionary.
Yeah, so if you can take a look, you can add a dictionary as an item inside a list. So it's not just numbers, string, float, but you can actually use a dictionary, another data structure inside the data structure. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see another example. How about this? Do you see a list inside the list? Do you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And how about this? What is the inside and what is the outside?
That's just the other way around. It's a list inside a dictionary.
Okay. So, but if you take a look, if you take a look closely, this is the list. But inside the list there is a dictionary, and inside the dictionary there is a
List.
again as a value, right? So this is actually kind of structured and kind of have a level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it so far?
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, so this is actually what I already told you before, right? The key of dictionaries can only be immutable the type object, but value can be anything. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's see. This is the first task of example that we have to make. For example, that we have to program a structure for storing the design department data. When you running the program, the last name is requested as input. So if you can take a look in here, every time that you try to input a last name of someone, okay, you have to show two things, the profile and the portfolio, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, this is the system on how you can actually make it. So first thing first that you have to make when you have to program this, you need to have the data, right? You need to have the data of all persons in that department, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
to all the data and you have to make the profile and the portfolio of each person. Okay. So that's the first thing that you have to prepare. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
And the second one, after you already make and you already have the data, you have to actually structure the data inside what is this?
Dictionary.
Yeah, so you have to use the dictionary, okay? So you have to mention the last name and you have to mention the portfolio and the profile, okay? And
Okay.
then after that, if you want to continue using the system, how to make this, it's actually you can see in here after you prepare the data, you can continue the system with the input as the question. So you have to using the question to asking someone to enter the name that they want, okay? And
Okay.
then after that, you can using loop for info in Designer. Designers is actually the dictionary that you used earlier. And the surname is actually the variable that has the answer from someone. So you have to combine those things together and you will get to print in here. Print information about someone that they requested, okay, in designer dictionary. So you have to mention the name and then you have to mention the info. The info is actually the profile and the portfolio. You got it until here?
We can see which variables info again on the previous one, the previous slide.
Or you want to go to previous slide?
Yeah.
All right. Here,
Okay.
you got it? Or do you still confused?
So what exactly is info?
The info is actually the element name that you can see in here. This is the info, right? The same element name, okay? And the info is actually gonna be triggered to this actually, the profile and the portfolio of the name, the people that you requested. So
Uh,
if you try to running that, those infos is gonna be uploaded into your system and it will be show up to someone that they requested. You got it?
yeah.
Okay. There any questions again?
Wait, can you go back to the previous slide? I just need to double check something.
Here?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's continue then. Okay, so I think yeah, that's it actually for today. We will try to actually mastering the nested data structure using some examples from the platform, and we will try to practice using the real coding, okay, to make you understand better about it.
Okay.
So if there is no question, I will try to stop there. And as usual, you can try to log in, and we will try to do some of the practice from the platform, okay?
All right.
All right then. Okay, let's try to do that. Okay. So you can try first, and if you kind of confused, you can actually ask me, and we can solve it together. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, a list can contain mutable objects, right? Or is it only immutable objects per list?
Sorry.
A list can contain mutable objects, right?
Um, if you can, yeah, if you can take a look from the option, it says that a list can contain only. Is it only or no?
It's only, so wait. But it can contain mutable objects, right?
Yeah, it can contain mutable that. Yeah, if you can take a look from the example that we already show you that it's not only immutable, but they can contain mutable also. So only is actually kind of wrong then, right?
Yeah. What?
I think you just close to the right answer. So just keep going. I think there are some of them that are right and just a little bit of mistake right there. Maybe you can try to find out what is the mistake. Tell me if you give up, okay?
Okay. Pretty sure lists can be dictionary keys, right?
Dictionaries contain key value pairs. This can be dictionary keys. That's one.
This is true, right?
Yes, that's actually true.
This one's true. Data objects of any data type. And between both in dictionaries.
You already know that this is
This is
true.
the
What else?
oh, hold up, hold up. Any of any data type. Wait, you can contain a dictionary inside a dictionary?
Yep. Actually, this is yeah, I will help you then. I think this is the mistake. Why? Because dictionary is actually in here. This is correct.
This one. Oh,
Yeah.
what? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Listing content, okay. Dictionary keys can only. Okay, so this is actually okay. Um, this is right. And then, okay, this is right. This is right. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, oh, wow. So if you can see in here, this is actually kind of the same, right? Here and this.
Lists can be dictionary values?
Oh, yeah. So this is actually wrong. Okay, I'm actually misreading. So this is actually wrong. So the right thing is here. Yeah, because list is actually can be the dictionary value, not the keys, right?
And why was the other way around?
Okay.
What in the...
Okay, let's try to correct some things in here.
So I'm supposed to fix the mistakes. So I'm not supposed to add anything for this one.
Yeah, you can actually just fix this.
For result and test underscore results.
Let's see if you can find the small details because actually the mistake on this section is actually just the small details.
Exactly, it's wrong with this one.
If you give up, you can tell me, okay?
No, actually, still, I don't even get the purpose of this thing. Maybe.
Oh, okay. You want me to help?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will help you for this one. Okay, so let's see in here. So, let's see. Let's open the menu tab. Can you open this?
Fine.
Okay. So in here, you have to correct the mistake on the program so they can show you the result like this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask you, if you see in here, in the first one, two, and three lines, is there any mistake that you notice?
No.
Um, yeah, if you take a look closely, there is actually the mistake that you can actually notice from here. Okay, so the mistake is actually you can see that this is has to using the comma after the bracket. Do you see
So
it?
it's just supposed to be like a comma for this one?
Yeah, because this is actually two items and you have to separate it with commas, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then after that, no, it's still I still have a mistake. And the
This
next
one.
mistake, okay, which one?
This one is the
Yeah,
second.
yeah, line 7. Do you notice what is the mistake?
For result and
Yeah, yeah.
test
If you can see from the
is
yeah, if
this.
you can see from the line, they want to using look to actually try to look and check every item on one of the list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this mistake actually try to show you that they didn't know what list that you want to show, what list that you want to check. So you have to be specific because there is actually two lists in this, one and two, right? So you have to
Top
mention the
one.
index. No, if you remember, the first data is actually start with
Oh, so it's zero.
zero. Yeah, so it's not one. This is zero and this is one. Okay, good. And then let's try to see another mistake. If there is any mistake that you see after this.
Eh, wait, if I just play this, okay, there you go. Unsupported op
Hmm. Can you guess what is the mistake from that?
No, there's nothing wrong here. Something's wrong here though. This part.
Yep, in here,
Average
obviously.
divided by test. It's dividing by the list.
Okay, I want to ask you what they want from the question. They want average, right?
Yeah, they want the average.
Average. Okay, so how to count average? What is the formula of average?
Uh, what do you call it again?
Average.
Total number of data divided by, I mean, not that, total divided, like the sum divided by total number of data.
Yes, good. So you already know that average is actually just sum of the values, okay? Sum divided by total data, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you already know the math, let's see the code. So if you can take a look in here, this is actually already correct. So they want to using average, okay? Average, average. So that's already correct, right? They already sum the values from every item on the list. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing that you have to make is actually the total data. You have to know the total data, right? And do you remember what function that you have to use if you want to know how many total items on one list or how many total items on variables or how many total characters on a sentence? Do you remember what function is that?
It's not len, right?
It's len actually.
What's len? Okay.
Yeah. So it's actually len because if you remember that len is actually can count total characters, but also if you're using at list, you can count total item on that list, right? So
Mm-hmm.
basically they can count the total data. So that's why you have to add len on here before the test result.
Like here.
Yep, because you want to len the
How do
list,
you,
right?
how do you do the structure of it?
Yeah, len and then the bracket, and then you can see that you have to using bracket again on the last one. Yep, and do the same thing on line 14. Okay, you can try to check.
I mean, I don't get the code though. What exactly is the result? Like, what is result?
The, the result is actually the element. The element of what? The element of every mark on here.
Every what? So like the sum of them?
Yeah. So basically, you can see that average is actually first equal result. It means average is actually stands on every sum of this value. 85.4 plus 71.6, and then the next one. So that's basically it. You get it?
Yeah, I still don't like what exactly is the element? Like, what is the element? It's not a variable, right?
Yeah. The name of the element is actually like a variable, but it's actually, yeah, if you remember loop, like for I in range, do you remember those?
Yeah.
The I is actually the element name, right?
Mm-hmm.
The element name for every part of the list that you want to look, for example, or every part of, let's say that, do you remember about the example of encrypting password, encrypting password with
Yeah,
loop?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if you remember that we have to prepare the alphabets, right, from A until Z. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, this is actually the sequence, right? And if you're using for I in range, the I is actually the element, right? The element of A until Z. So basically, they will look every true alphabet to get the right password, and they will encrypt into a number. So that's basically the element.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You got it?
Mm-hmm. What?
Okay, there is a mistake on the sentence, I think. I think, let's see. Oh, it should be here. It should be one quotation, not double quotation. So you can just change.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can just change into this become double, this become single quote. No, don't use single quotations on
Wait,
here.
oh, like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, on here.
This one stays single quote, right?
Yeah, you have to delete the single first on here. Yeah.
Why's your two?
So, how do you think so far about the question?
I can't really think straight because I'm sick.
Oh, you are kind of sick right now?
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you have? A cold?
it's
A headache?
like a flu.
Oh, I hope you get well soon, William.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, this actually can be a little bit of headache to you because you have to write a program from the scratch now.
Yeah. Ah,
Do you want to try first?
yeah. I'll try first.
Oh, yeah, by the way, um, I will give you the PowerPoint if it's okay to you, so you can try to read again. Is that good?
Okay, like through WhatsApp.
Yeah, through WhatsApp is good. You want me to send it there?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Okay, thank you.
Do you see the link?
Not yet. Wait. I actually did the practice like a few days ago, but I forgot like most of it because I was resting a lot.
Yeah, that's actually fine. Yeah.
Okay, it's there.
Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So I will let you to try first, and yeah, if you kind of stuck, we will try to fix it together. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
You can start.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I will help you with this one. Okay. So, let's see the menu tab first. Let's read the question. Okay. So in here that it says that you have to modify the program to display information about employees. So if you kind of notice in this question, there is actually two departments. Okay. Department of head, department of project managers. Okay. there is two departments that you have to code. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the next one is actually the program. It says that it stores the data about employees from different departments, and the program, when the program starts, it should display the heading, okay, the title, and the last name of the head, okay. And the second
Okay.
one is should print the heading or the title and the last name of the managers. So the last name of the head and the last name of manager, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how to make it. So first thing first, because you want to directly go to the system because you already have the data in here, all you have to do is actually just following the instructions because they already say the first thing that you have to show is actually the heading. All you have to do is actually using print the heading, print the title. So you can using print and yeah, you can print head of department. Okay, good. Now let's go to the next line. Okay, now after you already print the heading, because you have to show that, the second thing that you have to show is actually the name, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to show the names, it means you have to using loop, like in the examples before this, right? So you can using for, and then you can using maybe like department or anything else for
This
I.
it could be any, right?
Yeah, it could be any, yeah. For I in is actually good too, yeah. Department. And then you can mention the data that you have, department. Okay. And then you can using colon,
Call oh.
and then after that you have to following the format, right? Because there is a format on how to write the name.
Mm-hmm.
So you can using print, okay, and then you can bracket, and then you can using stripe, yeah.
Use what?
You can using this small stripe in here, okay, and then you can using comma after the quotation. Okay, now you have to show the name, okay? You have to show the name from the dictionary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to using the function of dictionary to show the name. And maybe you can using like department. Yeah, you have to call the name of the dictionary, department. Okay, and then you can
Like
using
this one, square bracket.
yeah, good. And then you can mention the department, the element of the name, right?
Wait, I don't think that
Yeah, and then you can using um square bracket again.
square bracket again.
Yeah, the square bracket again. The open and the close, the new one.
Oh,
Yeah, and then you can mention inside it the manager. Oh, sorry, the head. Sorry, you can mention the head using quotation. Okay, that's how you do it, and that goes the same thing with the manager. So you just have to copy paste actually, and just change a little bit of information. Don't forget to have to print also, right? Print the title.
I didn't copy paste that one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
copied.
I think it should be manager, right?
We were just checking the spelling. Which one? Yeah.
Yeah, good. Let's try to run.
I don't get this part though. Like, why is it like this?
Oh, why it should be like
So
this?
department. So this I know this part, but like I don't get this part. Like, why is there two here? So this is
Oh, what?
this is the name of the dictionary, right? And then this is the value. I don't get what this is.
Okay. So the second one in here is actually because you already accessing the value, right? You already accessing the value of the dictionary with
Mhm.
department in here. Okay. And when Python already accessing the value, they already see that there is three options, right? There is employee, there is manager, there is head, right?
Mhm.
And Python will be confused. Am I have to show everything, or am I have to show one of those, two of those? I don't know. You don't get me the right and specific order, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to be more specific, that's why you need a second bracket to show Python, to tell Python, oh, you just have to print the information about the head only. So that's why they will show you the Smith and Robinson because that's the head of the department. And that goes the same thing with the manager. There is a John and Swift. And
Okay.
that's why you have to be specific. You got it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. You can try to run.
Mm.
Oh, by the way, for William, can you stop the chat screen? Okay, so yeah, I think our time is almost end for today. Okay, so before we try to close our day, and I want to ask you, what do you think you already learned so far for today?
Um, like branching deeper into data entry, basically, really.
And
Like,
then
'cause
what else?
I've been learning a lot about like listen dictionary, but I haven't really tried the nested one, so I'm still kind of confused on the structure and like how to use it to actually program things.
Okay, okay, I see that.
I'll stick
Yeah,
with it, just
so
the foundation of it for now, like what I learned today.
okay, okay. So yeah, from my perspective, I can see that your problem is actually most on how to actually combine those things together, right? How
Yeah.
to combine, yeah, how to combine to operate with lists and how to operate with dictionaries and how to actually accessing one of them in the same time, right? So yeah, that actually can be confusing for the first time. So all you have to do is actually try to do more practice on the platform, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and then yeah, if I can see from how you can work on the platform, it's actually you have a good analyzing skill. Okay, so you have a good analyzing skill on how and where is the mistake. Okay, but it's just you need to practice more to know the good answer, the right choice to actually replace the mistake, to change the mistake. Okay, you got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any further questions from you?
No.
Okay, and every function of list and dictionary, everything is fine?
Yeah, because I already have it on the notes.
Yeah, I can see that. Is that your own note that you make right there?
Yeah, I just screenshot and just tap it manually and just yeah.
Oh, do you just make it like today, or is it actually already the days before this?
I'm doing it like 2 weeks ago
Oh,
at the start
that's
of
actually
the
good.
game.
Yeah, that's actually your own note, so you can remember every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So, yep, I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining. I'm really appreciating you that you still joined even though you're sick. And I hope you can be better and we can
Yeah.
meet again by the next week. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, William. Bye
Okay,
bye.
bye.